and welcome to Wedding Day TV with me, Peter Safton. I have literally loads and loads of stories which I've collected over the past fortnight or so, so just bear with me. I will go through these very quickly. Some of these I'll cover in depth in another broadcast, but I will actually go through these as quick as I can. Okay? So the first one is Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz got married secretly in New York State. They just had 4 people there. They had Daniel's daughter Ella, and also Henry, which is Rachel's son, and 2 other close friends. Next we have Peter Crouch and Abby. I've actually got Abby, sorry, Clancy, who's of course a model. Got married in Leicestershire, and they had some birds of prey deliver the wedding rings. It didn't say what they were ospreys or eagles, but I'd have thought something smaller like a kestrel. But anyway, yes, that's that news. And also, there's one which is about Cheshire wedding venue, Perkforton Castle, which unfortunately had a blaze which cost £1 million, and that was after an argument over a wedding bill, and 70 of the actual guests had to flee the location there. Also, honeymoon. There's a couple from America, Scott and Caroline Huffman, are actually spending their honeymoon watching Andy Murray, which he's actually doing quite well at the moment, well, as I speak anyway. And also, of course, supporting the Americans as well. So that's what they're actually doing, and they're really looking forward to seeing Andy Murray on the centre court. Also, we have a couple who were actually engaged 30 years ago and finally got married. Their names are Brian Goodall and Linda Sharps, and they're from Lechlade, Gloucestershire. And yeah, they actually can actually remember when they got engaged. That was in a pub. That's right. Okay, 30 years ago. Good to say that. 30 years ago. Yeah. Also, another way of getting to the church. Lorna Bean, who's actually from Merthyr Gissey, which is in Cornwall, spent a part of the journey travelling by trawler, fishing trawler, which was in the family, so she chose that as part of the actual journey. Anyway, also, Earl Spencer has actually got married for the 3rd time to Caroline Gordon, who's a Canadian, and she's a charity worker. Am I going too fast? Also, Noel Gallagher has actually married Sarah McDonald, and Liam decided he was too busy to be there. Also, we have, this is one of the ones with the biggest age difference I've found, Doug Hutchinson, actor, who was in The Green Mile, who was 51, got married to 16-year-old beauty queen Courtney Stodden. 2 engagements. Helen Flanagan, who's got engaged, who plays Rosie Webster, she got engaged to Scott. I haven't got his surname here, but it's Scott. Don't know why. Oh, sorry, Scott Sinclair, who's a Swansea player. So he's a bit busy. Well, will be. Also, Michelle Keegan, who's got engaged to, who plays. She plays Tina McIntyre, and she got married to Max George. And yeah, they've been going out for 7 months. Next, Mike Tindall and Zara Phillips. They had a 2-2 henna and stag night. Not together, of course. Mike Tindall had a 2-2 evening at a nightclub in his 5 days of jollity, And one night they managed to chalk up a bill for alcohol. I don't know if it included nibbles as well, but alcohol anyway, £12,000. And Zara, bit more close to home, she actually had hers in Campo Real Golf Resort and Spa, which is on the Silver Coast in Portugal. You don't have to say it in the same way, but I do. Portugal. Also, as well as the tutu, she actually had a pink cuddly toy cow, which was around her neck. But she was cold. Next, yeah, bride Danny Martin was size 20 and weighed 16 stone 7 pounds, and she lost 7 stone 1 pound to be 9 stone 6 pounds, and she ended up being dress size 14. She's from Manchester, and that's a dieting story for that wedding. Oh, I've got to do this one next. Oh, no, I'll do this one and then I'll do that one, okay? Yeah, I'll do this one and I'll do that one, okay? Also, this is actually one which I actually missed. I skipped out. Don't know why, just did. There's a couple got married. This is at the beginning of the year, January of course, and they actually got married for art, which you may sound like scandal, but yeah, he's gay and she's straight. She's from Germany and he's from this country, and they actually were both studying at Worcester University, and they got married in hang on, I might get this right or make this wrong. Linzengert, there we go, in Germany, and that was really at the end of last year, sorry, 29th of December they got married, and because they're both art students, and they were actually telling each other when they are seeing other people. That's nice. Anyway, one final, no, two more. Chinese lanterns. They've been the rage for some time, but unfortunately they're not very good for the environment because cows eat the wire, and also causing fires, and also the candle wax is very hot and has actually caused burns. So that's one thing to bear in mind before you start sending all those Chinese lanterns off into the sky. They're not very good for the environment. They may look nice, but the environment does have to suffer. If you went around throwing things out of the car, then you know this may look nice at the time, but the results could be kind of harmful. Okay. Also, finally, this is probably happening about now, maybe. Well, it's happening now for the next 3 days, of course. It's Kate Moss and Jamie Hintz's wedding and festival, music festival afterwards. They're actually closing off 2 villages. They're having 400 guests there, and they had to move the wedding ceremony to a different church because their church just wasn't big enough. But some of the actual gifts which were on the list to buy was £6,600 for a silk rug, £5,000 for cutlery service, £4,600 for a mirror, £4,750 for a cocktail set, and crates of 2002 Louis Roederer Cristal champagne at £1,833. Also, she actually gave the shops where to buy them from, which was Liberty for the Wine. Oh no, not Liberty for the Wine. Sorry, no, not Liberty for the Wine. Department Store Liberty, of course. Don't worry, I'm going very quick through these. Perry Bros and Rudd, which is of course the wine merchants, yeah. And also Antique Shop, Talisman. And also they've got his and hers together mugs from Liberty, which were 1950. And also, yeah, one other thing, that's it, she's having 18 bridesmaids. So by the time the first bridesmaid gets down to the front, she may have got in the church. So this is all from me, a very quick and frantic edition of Wedding Day TV. This is me, Peter Sefton, saying Goodbye.